How's it going, folks? Stu here. Still got some films to talk about from the London Film Festival, so guess what? I'm gonna ruddy do that. Limbo is another film that I saw at the festival. My God, I adored it. We might as well just cut to the chase in case you don't stick around for longer than 30 seconds. This is the best film of the festival, best film of the year probably. God damn it, Limbo's good. Keep it on your watch list. Do stick around for the rest of the review though, that'd be nice. Please. So Limbo is a new film written and directed by Ben Sharrock. Sharrock. I haven't had to say it out loud yet, and I realised there's a few ways I could say his name. Ben Sharrock. There's your name, mate. If it is the other way, it's not anymore. Sorry, dude. This one stars Amir El-Masri as one of a group of refugees who are awaiting an asylum application response from the UK government in this fictional sort of Scottish island in God knows where. Well, Scotland. Just answered that quickly, didn't I? And this film just lands everything. I loved pretty much everything about it. Now, if you listen to the synopsis I just gave, you'd be forgiven for thinking this is like quite a deep, serious drama. It's about refugees waiting to be granted asylum in a country that is currently being run by twats in government. Let's just call it what it is. Well, it has been for the last decade. I mean, we won't get into it. A film looking at refugees post-hostile environment in the UK. You're not like, it's not going to be a real belly laughing time, is it? But Ben Sharrock here, with his film, there's a very difficult task of kind of making it quite funny. Not the actual fact that refugees are, that's not funny. No one should have to go through this shit. But it does such a good job of tonally blending the drama and the emotions that obviously come with a story in a situation like this, but also a genuinely funny, quirky, offbeat, comedic style. You wouldn't think those two things blend as well as they do in this film, but Ben Sharrock makes easy work of it. There are moments in this that feel similar in style to some of Taika Waititi's early work. There's bits of Yorgos Lanthimos in there as well, I think. You could even make an argument that there's some Wes Anderson in there with the framing and the composition at certain points. But it does a great job of feeling like its own thing. And that makes me really excited to see where Ben Sharrock is going to go as a director. I am now just on board for his future films. And it's a gorgeous film to look at as well. All of the composition in basically every scene was amazing. It's consistently eccentric in the way it shows the world of the film. Loads of really patient camera work, but also the sort of camera work that feels off in a scene. And sometimes that can make things feel quite funny and quirky, but sometimes that can also make things feel really poignant and deep. It works on both ends of the spectrum there, and I really appreciated that from the cinematography of this one. The comedy is a difficult one to land, especially with a subject like this, because you don't ever want to feel like you're, like taking the piss out of a situation like this. But I guess this film's sort of a testament to the fact that like you can use comedy to mine loads of great stuff out of a really tragic situation. Because it is a tragic situation, and this film doesn't shy away from that. The people that are coming over to this country in search of a better life that aren't getting it because they're being fucked over by the system that they arrived to is a very tragic and sad thing to see, and this film knows it. And it does a great job of highlighting that really strange sort of power dynamic in situations like that. And I love the comedy that comes out of how silly those things are. I mean, the film opens on the teachers in this situation going through how to approach a woman on a night out, it seems, and it's like this elongated dance sequence to a Bowie song, and it does such a good job of just laying the tone of the film right from the get-go. The house that these refugees live in is completely empty. They have cushions on the floor as a sofa, and they've got one TV that they only watch Friends on, it seems. And it leads to amazing moments like two of the refugees arguing very passionately about whether or not Ross was right to cheat on Rachel while they were on a break. But it does all that without losing track of the story it's trying to tell and the central emotional beats which come through our central character, who, as I said, is played amazingly here by Amir El-Masri. I've not seen him in anything else before, I don't think, but I love this guy. He is such a quiet performance. He's one of the sort of newer people in this situation, and a lot of the film is him sort of floating through this strange environment and just absorbing it all and not really knowing his place. He's got a family abroad in their own situation. He's got a brother back home in Syria who stayed to fight, and I love the dynamic that is built between him and the rest of his family without ever seeing them on screen. It's all done through phone calls, but you constantly know what he's going through. You constantly connect with him, and it does lead to a genuinely very powerful and moving finale. I'm realizing quite quickly that this is one of those films that I genuinely could have the power to ramble about it for a very long time. So I'm going to try and wrap things up and keep things short for you guys. But honestly, overall, I don't think there's much I didn't like about this film. I loved Limbo so much. I cannot wait to watch it again. I absolutely loved my time with it, with these characters in this world, and I really, really cannot wait to see what Ben Sharrock does with his career going forward. But what about you guys? Did you manage to check out Limbo at the festival this year, or have you seen it elsewhere? I know it was showing at TIFF and also New York Film Festival, I think it was there. Either way, if you've seen it, let me know what you thought about it in the comments down below. We'll have a little chat. See you guys very soon for another new review from the film festival. And if you haven't yet, make sure you subscribe so you're not missing any of those as they are dropping. But until next time, stay beautiful, stay safe, and make sure Limbo is at the top of your watch list, god damn it. Do it. I'm watching you. You better make sure that's on there.